Oh my goodness.
What's going on, y'all? Let's talk about the non-amazing Lucas. For some weird reason, he's still going after Black conservative perspective. It's like he can't get enough of making himself look like a fool. It's crazy. Let's take a look at this. Don't forget to hit the hype button and the like button. Also, tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. The non-amazing Lucas, aka the amazing Dusty, aka Dusty Hat, aka the amazing Bottom, or some people would say the lackluster Bottom. Anyway, let's get straight into it.
There was a story that was brought to my attention about this 27-year-old black girl named Miller. And apparently she was found from a tree. And this was due to her traveling from Michigan to Miami for a Juneteenth celebration. That was the narrative. Upon hearing this, your first reaction to anyone who has an IQ above room temperature is, that doesn't sound right? You mean a person, black woman, traveling to Miami from Michigan to celebrate Juneteenth somehow winds up from a tree?
You're right. The first thing that I thought of was, people celebrate Juneteenth? Like, for real? Like, that's a real thing? I wouldn't be doing it personally. But then again, I don't really celebrate that many holidays. Martin Luther King Day just be flying by, son. Like, I never noticed until like the day after or something. Yeah, holidays ain't really like a big thing within my household. Then that's part of the thing that happens when you live by yourself. I got bills and shit. I'm not trying to worry about no damn Juneteenth. Juneteenth ain't paying my bills. And I kind of work for myself, so it ain't like I get time off. I work on Christmas because I'm an independent contractor. I'm constantly doing content. And this is only one of my channels. I've been live streaming for like 5 hours a day on one of my other channels. It gets real out here in these streets. So yeah, I don't have no time for Juneteenth. So yeah, that's the first thing that stuck out to me. It's like, yeah, that sounds kind of odd. People celebrate that?
Now, naturally, like I said, that's a normal person's reaction. When it comes to a Sambo soldier, they think, oh, well, of course, black person from a tree, that's normal. Why are black people making such a big deal out of it?
So we got to talk about more pro-black conspiracy theories, not based off facts and evidence, but based off this idea that black people cannot themselves, right? It's impossible for black people to commit via.
I didn't see Black conservative perspective say anything that was odd yet. I didn't hear him say anything that sounded far-fetched. Yeah, that happens. He might be acting as if that's not the case, and I'm speaking on Amazing Lucas, acting as if that's not possible, but you don't have to connect everything to race necessarily, right? It's possible that they might have been going through something and made a decision that they definitely might regret, and especially, when they meet the Lord. But that's just me. I don't know. I don't want to just jump to conclusion based off of someone's skin color.
I've never seen someone hit such a low. I've never seen someone tap dance on the grave of a black person as this marsupial does. So to act like this is some, out of the atmosphere concept is ludicrous. You only do this if you're tap dancing for a white ignorant audience.
Well, you can use all these big words, but you can't wash your hat. Like, that's impossible. You use all these words. It's as if you got like a word of the day calendar. He's over there listening to Al Sharpton. Indubitably, it is preposterous that they would ever think that at this magnitude. Like, fam, okay, we get it. You trying to seem intelligent, but you're not. It's really just an act. You're not really smart. You might look like TJ Henderson from Smart Guy. You ain't really on that level of intelligence. You ain't on Black conservative perspective level. That's for damn sure. Over there crying.
Now, having said that, I've done due diligence into the story, and I've noticed there's a lot of misinformation just going around. For example, when it comes to her, going from Michigan to Florida, Miami, for Juneteenth celebration, that's unfounded. Even her sister at the conference says that that's bullcrap.
Because my sister wasn't down here for no fucking Juneteenth. She been down here since February.
So you get a lot of people saying that. Now, I want you to understand that was the story that this marsupial, this transgender dwarf reported on, right? He was under the impression that she traveled from Michigan to Juneteenth. Now, even that not being the case, anyone with an IQ above room temperature would go, why would someone travel from Michigan to Juneteenth to simply themselves in a Miami park? Right? How does that make any sense?
I don't know, Lucas. Like, I don't think about things like that. That's not like super obvious to me why someone would do that in the first place. I don't know their life. I don't know what they going through. I don't know the surroundings, right? I'm not just going to jump to a conclusion just because someone's black and it was Juneteenth. That's not something that I'm going to do. Nope. Now, I know like you like to race hustle and grift off for the color of people's skin. That's not something I'm down with. That's all you, Lucas.
They wouldn't travel all the way to Miami for a Juneteenth celebration to do that. They wouldn't unalive themselves. That makes no sense. But once again, this simpleton then tries to blame black people. He then goes and says, well, if there was something, it would be about black people. And it's hard to understand him because he has a crazy lisp. But he's talking like, oh, it'd be black people because she was there for Juneteenth.
Let me adjust that. I'm not going to say that there's no foul play for sure. If there was foul play, it certainly was not a white mob that did it or police, because she went to a Juneteenth celebration. It is very likely that she spent her weekend around black people. So if there was foul play involved, then it likely came from somebody who was black and it was not some racist white, right, against a black woman.
Now, I want you to understand this transgender dwarf doesn't care about the black woman who lost her life. Doesn't care at all. All he sees is as a story to try and lambaste and criticize black people. That's all he sees this as. Why? Because he has a low IQ racist audience. As I said before, what he's even reporting on, what many people are reporting on, it's not true. It's inaccurate of the Michigan to Florida. Because I found that a bit weird. It's like that doesn't make any sense, which would lead someone to suspect foul play. Taking that out of the picture, now we see that she was arrested not too long ago, I think in April of this year. So she currently resides in Florida. Because what you have to understand, the case is closed.
The case has been closed, but the sheriff says that she is willing to open it if they get more information.
The officers already said that the case is closed. They've deemed it so until someone else comes out with information, it's donezo. It's a wrap. That's what is going on.
So you're gonna come up with conspiracy theories until you're able to get them to look into it more? Is that like the goal or the plan? I just don't understand why you would think that would work. Do you have any more information besides, well, she was black, so something's up? Is there anything that you can add to the convo? Anything where you could be like, okay, we looked into it. This is what's going down. Nah. Then what the hell are you talking about, Lucas? Like, you so mad about that Carmelo Anthony thing that now you just reaching. You reaching for anything to say that you right. Like, come on, dude. It's super nasty work. But tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit the like button. Hit the hype button. Also, subscribe if you haven't already. And watch more videos, man.